Good morning. Welcome to Somerset County. My name is Paul Drake. I'm a Somerset County Commissioner. And today we're here to celebrate National Ag Day. What a great day here in Somerset County at the Middlebush Dairy Farm. Our celebrations in past years have talked about farm to table. We've talked about the importance of farm markets in Somerset County and the importance of our agricultural preservation program to keep farmers in business in Somerset County. This year we're talking about after the harvest. The notion that farmers are working, and when the sun sets, the farmers are planning their next day. We're talking about how when the last pumpkin is picked in the fall, the farmers are still looking ahead at the next year and how their produce will be brought to market. Middlebush Dairy Farm is the last remaining dairy farm in Somerset County. So it's so critically important that we maintain agriculture in Somerset County. But who better to talk about the dairy operation in New Jersey is Matt Puskas, who is the owner of Middlebush Dairy Farms. This is
Homer the Border Collie.
Homer the Border Collie.
And Max the Australian Shepherd.
So Matt, welcome to our National Agricultural Day celebration. And tell us a little bit about your farm.
Sure. I'm the fourth generation farmer here in Franklin Township, Somerset County. We farm about 1,000 acres total of crops. Our main commodity is milk. Milk comes from dairy cows. We milk about 60 to 70 dairy cows twice a day, every single day. It's all family run and employed. It's my dad, my uncle, my wife, and our children. We care for about 150 animals total. Our cows are making about 1,000 gallons of milk every other day. So 500 gallons of milk a day is what we're producing right now. We get it.
Milk.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's more than you and I could drink with a couple Oreos, you know. So like it gets picked up on the truck, which I think today is milk truck day. He's probably going to show up here probably about 11 o'clock. He pumps it off the truck. He takes a sample of it, makes sure that there's no antibiotics or anything in it.
Right.
Then they take it to the plant, and it goes to Perth Amboy now. It goes to Tropical Foods for yogurt and cheese.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
We work with a nutritionist. We work with the seed companies to plan what kind of corn we're going to grow, soybeans, wheat, rye, different types of hay. Yeah, we get things like sawdust behind us in this big bay is recycled after they cut up logs that we bed the cows with. Really nothing goes to waste. We're trying to plan for next year, and it's a lot of unknown, right? The weather, like we don't know how that's going to be. So we're constantly planning the next day, next week, next month, next year. And then with dairy cows, when a baby calf is born, we won't milk that actual animal until it's about 2 years old. So it's a 2-year investment from the day it's born until we're actually milking it.
Well, tell us, Matt. We have a young cow that was just born here last night, right? As we walked in, we were talking about just a few hours old.
A few hours old, yeah.
And you have other cows that are ready to be to give birth any time now.
Yep.
How many cows are born to your herd every year?
So we're milking about 60 cows. They would all have calved at least once in the last year, so there's at least 60 calves that were born. Some of them will have twins. It's pretty rare, but once in a while we'll get a set of twins. So we probably have between 60 and 80 calves born a year.
Right. Now, I understand you participate with students on the 4-H program.
Yep.
Tell us about the 4-H program and how people work together with you to understand agriculture.
So I'm a product of 4-H. My wife is in 4-H in Pennsylvania. Our children are in 4-H. What 4-H is, it's an organization in the state run by Rutgers here in New Jersey, but it's a national program. Our kids and other non-farm kids, we actually lease a calf or multiple animals to a kid.
Right.
They come like now, April-ish, March, April, they pick their animal out. We try and age the calf to the kid. We don't want to give a kid that's just a little big cow because it won't control it. So we pick them out like this time of year, and then they brush them, they walk them, they wash them, they clean clean them. They have to do a record book. They keep track of how much feed they ate, the price, any inputs like health charts, health records, anything the calf would have gotten in that year. And then the biggest thing that they do in August is our 4-H fair in Somerset County.
And they get to show them at the fair, and they get to be able to present all the work they do. And certainly, I'm sure from an educational standpoint, it must be really tremendous for young people to get involved in agriculture here in Somerset County.
Yeah, and we've had quite a lot of kids that have been in Somerset County, not from farms, that have done the lease program in either the dairy club or a beef club or a livestock club. That actually it kind of shapes. They find out there's so much to do in the ag industry.
Right.
There's one of the young ladies she got her doctorate. She's at Penn State doing genetic research for dairy animals, dairy cows, and then there's a bunch of kids that went to Delaware Valley College. There's one up in Cornell or Cobleskill, dairy science majors.
Sure.
So they want to continue with ag and the ag industry, and they're not from farms. So pretty cool.
So we're here in Franklin Township. Tell us about, we're in suburban developing Somerset County, but Franklin Township, one of the few remaining, this is the last remaining dairy farm in Somerset County. Tell us, how can people be more courteous to farmers really as after the harvest?
Yeah, so it's, treat people how you want to be treated, right? That's something that we were taught when we were little kids. Tractors are meant to be pulling heavy things slowly in a field. They're not going to go down the road at 50 miles an hour. So we move a piece of equipment down the road. We spread manure every day from the cows. We don't take our tractor to feed cows down the road, but a lot of places do. Some places do. So we're going maybe 10, 15 miles an hour.
Right.
So if you're on your way to work and you're running a little late, you're going to get behind a tractor and you're going to be pretty frustrated a year later. Right, just be patient. We don't go far. Like, we're not going, we're not running all day on the road because that would cost a lot of money and tires are expensive. We've actually had to spend a lot of money on equipment that's designed more for this area. Like our corn planter is 30 feet wide, but it goes down the road 9 feet. Like, it picks up, it pivots, it goes in line behind the tractor. That way it's easier to go down the road. Like out in the Midwest, they can run combines with 30-foot heads down the road, and the road signs are spaced out. Telephone poles are all 30, 40 feet away from each other, so you can get equipment down the road. Here, not so much.
No, so as we look to talk about, as we're talking about after the harvest, what are things that the public can do to help support you as a farmer here in Somerset County?
That's a good question. We're looking at maybe doing some tours here if people want to come and learn about dairy cows and calves. I have no problem with showing people what we do, how we do it. The best thing they can do is ask questions. I'd rather them learn it from the actual farmer than YouTube or something they see on TV about how dairy farmers treat their animals or how farmers spray a lot of pesticides and chemicals and stuff, because we don't do that. They cost a lot of money, right? We're not going to do that because we can, because that's a lot of money, and we don't really make a lot of money to do that. So we do, like our sprayer, we have a sprayer, it puts down like to the inch overlap, so you're not wasting extra stuff.
Tell us about when you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about, okay, now what do I have to do?
Well, yeah, so we're dairy farmers. My wife and I are dairy farmers, but we're also parents, right? We're like everybody else. We have kids. We're people too. We still have to eat, sleep, we have things we have to do. We have a mortgage, we have car payments, all that stuff too. So we're thinking about the animals, number one, our family also number one, taking care of kids and our house and everything else. We're thinking about when, like, milking the cows is on a pretty good schedule. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the afternoon. Okay. Kind of your day revolves around that. Like, you want to milk the cows consistently at those times. So it's a lot of juggling different things. It is nice that we live right here, so we don't have a commute to work. Right. There's been multiple times we come out at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning to check a cow that's having a calf, or we have a sick calf, or the weather. Our job is pretty weather dependent. Right. So if we're looking at like today, it's going to rain this afternoon. We're thinking ahead. All right, we're going to move hay. Like, this bale here is for later. I'm going to need it. I'm not going to dig it out of the barn and pull stuff out to get wet. I'm going to have it kind of staged already. So yeah. Is
there any truth to the rumor? I know as a kid, when the cows are laying down in the field, it's going to rain. I think my father told me that.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I've actually seen it. Sometimes, like, it's not so much like a thunderstorm or something. Like, when we know, like, the weatherman says, like, this afternoon we're going to get a lot of rain or some rain. Right. I do notice that the cows lay down more.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
Interesting. So it is, as I mentioned before, I want to thank you, Matt, for all your hard work, and this is incredible. I mean, when we look at agriculture in Somerset County and we look to celebrate National Ag Day, I mean, how important it is for us to all recognize that farmers really put the food on our table. They work daily, every day, 7 days a week. As we said here, the cows are milked 2 times a day, 7 days a week.
Every day, whether it's cold or Christmas or
huge,
Thanksgiving,
I mean,
birthdays, holiday, everything.
That's incredible. And so when you go to the store today, think about how that produce, how that milk got on the shelves. It's from a farmer. It's from a farmer. And we want to continue to support agriculture here in Somerset County, not only as an industry, but really part of our culture here in Somerset County. So, Matt, I want to thank you for all your great work, and certainly look forward to continue working with you. I want to thank also all the staff here for Somerset County. We have an incredible planning and ag department. We have folks who provide services to our county farmers working every day. If you're interested in farmland preservation or properties that you have looking to preserve as farmland, you can reach out to the county. We have a very aggressive and productive agricultural community and also a really productive farmland preservation program. So I want to thank you on behalf of the Somerset County Commissioners in helping celebrate National Ag Day, and come out and thank a farmer. And it's really, they put the food on our table. They really put their love into their trade here as a farmer. As we see it from Matt here, no question, every morning he's waking up thinking about the cows, thinking about, I gotta go out and milk the cows, but then at 4:30 in the afternoon, you're thinking about them again. So that's a really
and all day long in between and all night, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.